cracked $12,000.
I was before this working part-time in a restaurant. The first thing that's really different is not jumping out of bed like at some crazy hour of the morning.
All right, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, coming to you from the home office. I'm sitting here with one of our clients, Max Gorloff, who literally cracked $12,000 in the last month with teaching writing for novels. A very, very interesting niche. And because it's an interesting niche, and because you cracked $12,500 in 1 month, we kind of want to talk a little bit about his experience with the program, with our help so far, the way he's managed to get through the program, and also the way he's managed to get these fantastic results to inspire you a little bit, to show you a little bit of peek behind the curtain. So if that sounds good to you, let's get started. Max, thanks very much for having time. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having me on as well.
So you are in London, and which is a fantastic city, one of my all-time favorite cities. And tell us a little bit more, what exactly are you offering to people?
So I'm basically helping writers, mostly people who have never written like a long project, like a novel before, to basically write and finish their first work of fiction, essentially is what I'm doing.
That sounds really, really cool. How did you get to that? How did we help you find out about this niche?
Well, I was actually not 100% sure what I was going to help people with when I first joined, but I realized you were saying a lot, even if you're not sure, you should still jump on board and we'll help you figure it out kind of thing. So I already had a sense that I would probably want to help people with this because this is my passion, my biggest, it's the thing I spend most of my spare time on. So I thought it's either going to be writing or maybe some kind of personal development stuff. But you guys obviously helped me to figure out what I was best at. And it turned out to be the writing niche. So that's kind of where we were.
Nice. I mean, and you've been killing it ever since. And, ever since also you've gotten into the advanced program as well, where we're now working a little bit more on the branding. And you see a lot on the scarf, for example, is a result of that branding. It was your idea, the scarf, and I saw you wearing the scarf once. I'm like, that's the look we're going for, more of that. So
yeah, for sure.
Gotta have that scarf. And it's small things like that when it comes to the more advanced side of things, the branding side, small things like that help a lot. Now, about your expertise, did you study anything? Do you have any certificate about writing or something?
I don't have like a certificate. I did study at a school in London, the Faber Academy, which is quite a prestigious writing course. I don't have like a formal qualification for writing coaching or anything like that. It's mostly just my own experience from being tutored by other authors and working on my own fiction and kind of just taking it from there. So yeah.
It sounds so cool. I wanted to do writing when I was younger, when I was like an early teenager. I thought that was cool, and I read The Lord of the Rings, of course. I think I read this book 6 times nowadays. It's really cool. What's your favorite book? Like, what do you usually like reading?
Yeah, I'm also very much like a fantasy person. So favorite book is a difficult one. It's like when people ask you your favorite song, right? It's like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But definitely also big on fantasy. So similar genre.
Cool. Yeah, the good stuff.
I'm helping people in every genre though. Like I'm writing fantasy myself, but we got people doing like women's fiction, social drama, like crime thriller. There's even somebody who I'm helping who's writing a tango novel at the moment, like a dance novel.
Oh geez. That tango novel, I didn't even know that existed. Anyways, yeah, so where were you in the beginning of when you joined our program in terms of your business sense, in terms of you understanding how to make money?
Zero. I mean, I was basically before this working part-time in a ramen restaurant in London. Right? I was the waiter. And I was like, this can only go on for so long, right? I didn't go to university, so I didn't want this to just be the rest of my life. So I was thinking, what else can I do? And basically prior to this, I was interested in entrepreneurship. I read all of those books, Fast Lane, that kind of stuff, but pretty much had no idea how to do any of those things. I think I tried some of my own like whack ideas, right? Like I was trying to develop an app or something. Anyway, none of that went anywhere. And so I had no experience prior to joining up with you guys, but you guys obviously showed me how to structure everything. How to present myself, how to connect to customers, all of those kinds of things. So that's been great.
Cool. That's always really epic to hear where people were before and where they are now. And, I'm always humbled to be part of that. And guide us a little bit. How does your day-to-day life look like? You get up, you still read a lot. How do you work with your clients? What do you do in your spare time?
Yeah, so, well, the first thing that's really different is not jumping out of bed like at some crazy hour of the morning. These days I start at like 10 or half 10, which is much, much better. I get to sleep in a little bit. Nice. The day is, most of my morning is spent on either helping people in a free group. I've got a free group that I'm running on Facebook as well, or reaching out to new potential customers. And then most of the day is either spent in a group sessions with the writers who I'm helping, or in the one-to-ones as well, helping people. And then in the evening, usually just winding down and obviously reading a bit of my own, like reading some like books and fiction as well, or doing a bit of my own writing in the evenings too.
Nice.
Yeah, with the restaurant, I would not finish until like midnight or something. Whereas now I'm winding down around 9 p.m. I got like the evening to myself. So that's really nice. That's
beautiful. That sounds beautiful. I like the winding down. That's something I do a lot as well. Just like making sure the evenings are calm so I can slip into some nice sleep. Before we keep talking, lots of people asking, do you have a big social media following?
No, completely not. I got like maybe 600 followers on Instagram.
Let me look it up. Right now.
Yeah, it's pretty small. I don't have a following of any kind.
606 followers on Instagram. Can we show it? People give you followers.
If they want it, yeah.
If you want to learn how to write novels, check them out on Instagram. Yeah, 606 followers right now as we speak. A couple pictures. This is always a big point because people say, oh, you need to have a big social media following. Absolutely not. These things are nice to have. And these things are now things that we're working on together with you since you've joined the advanced program, getting you more on the branding side. But to make your first 10K a month, absolutely not necessary. So it's beautiful for you to see that you've gotten there without social media. And so all that sounds pretty cool. All that sounds pretty interesting. What do you think was the biggest aha moment for you personally when you've joined the program? The biggest lesson that you've learned?
Oof, that's a tough one. Probably just that it's what's possible, right? And I think when I got the first client joined my program, up until that stage, it felt like, okay, I'm doing the entrepreneurship thing, but I don't know, is it just something that's for other people? Does it really work? Or am I really capable of this? I had a lot of self-doubts as well. Like maybe I don't have enough expertise. Maybe I'm too young, all of these kinds of things. The biggest aha moment was when that first person joined. And I started to work with him, and he was really happy with what we were doing together and making some really good progress with his book. And I think that just clicked for me then, like, oh my God, like this could really be what I'm doing full time. And originally it felt a little bit like, yeah, this is just like an interim thing. I'm going to have to go back to some other job. But then really, like the biggest click moment was like, yeah, this is like my life now. I can actually do this full time. So that was amazing.
Beautiful. And I mean, we've been working with you a little bit closer over the last couple of weeks, and like I have to say this from my standpoint as well, like your amount of dedication for your clients is really, really beautiful to see that you're someone who actually wants to legitimately help people and make money at the same time, but you want to, and you've understood that, if you want to make a lot of money, you got to create a lot of value. Money follows value. And you've understood that, and you're passing on so much knowledge that you've gathered yourself for your expertise onto your clients. And it's really, really amazing. And your clients are writing all these books, and it's just really cool to see like there's so much creativity going on, and you're helping them with more structure and so on and so forth. And some really nice, really, really nice things coming there. And I love what you mentioned too, where you said like, oh, like you got the first client, and all of a sudden, the flame of passion got a little bigger, and you're like, oh my God, this is legit. And I keep saying this often to viewers on YouTube as well. Like, you will develop a passion for it once you start getting results and once you start delivering results. It's exactly the same for me as well. Like, the more results you get for something, the more excited you get about that. And then it kind of starts running itself more and more, and you're more excited about doing what you're doing. And at the same time, if you're setting up a business, an online business, you also make more money if you're excited. You know, if you're excited about your 9-to-5 job, that's good for you, but that doesn't necessarily translate into more money. But it does when you're running your own business, and that's a very, very beautiful thing. So, Max, 12K this month. Let's rock another 12K next month. Obviously, we're going to scale you. Now, next goal, at least from my perspective, is going to be the 25K a month for you, which shouldn't be too difficult. We have the proof of concept. We know you're able to sell. We know you're getting proper value to your clients. It's all there, right? All the fundamentals, all the check boxes have been checked, and now we just scale it up to the next 25K a month and so on and so forth. What are your personal goals? What would you say is your thing that you want to reach with your business?
Definitely to reach out and help more people. And I think for me, because I've been like involved in a lot of writing courses in the past, and they were often like, I was not 100% satisfied with what I had there. I really want to become like the go-to person or company. If you want to write a novel, I want to make sure that like all of the support is there, that the process is made really, really clear for people, so that anybody who has that dream can really make it happen with all of the kind of support that they need. And that's really what I want to make happen.
Love it, Max. That's a beautiful goal, and I think if we continue doing it correctly like we have, but so far nothing in the way, we can absolutely make that happen. And yeah, that sounds really, really cool, Max. Stay on the line real quick, because when you look at this and you look at Max's results and you said, this sounds great, this sounds fantastic, Max, how exactly can I get that as well? How can I build my own freedom business as an online coach, consultant, or service provider? Then you can book a free consultation call with us. All you have to do is you click down that link down below. You click on that link, it brings you to a page. You read through the page, there's a little bit more information for you, and at the bottom of the page there's an application. You fill that out. It's 2 minutes what it takes, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. 2 things right away. Number 1, the call is entirely for free, no hidden international costs whatsoever. Number 2, the call is real with a real person, and we're not going to just be sharing some generalized advice. We'll be going deep and only will be giving you hands-on implementable steps that you need to take in order to also build your own freedom business as an online coach. So we've kind of talked about with you here, Max, what the end results can be if you execute them properly, and where it can get you in the beginning as a first milestone. If you want to know the how, then book that call. Like I said, link down in the description below. We have limited spots, but if it brings you through to the page, it means we still have a spot open for you. So thank you very much for watching. Max, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.